Hi everyone, my name is Alex Shabalala and I am your art facilitator for this coming week. So welcome to the visual ceramic art workshop where me and Nick will be teaching you the techniques, different techniques. So I would like to give you an overview of what the workshop will be focusing on. So we had three areas that we'll be focusing on: the forming techniques, surface decoration, and finishing method, which will be glazing, burnishing, and racquefiering. So as we will be focusing on ceramic, I just want you guys to know, and I'm sure some of you who worked with clay before will know what I'm talking about if I'm talking about ceramic. So we have different types of clays. So in this workshop, we'll be focusing on 3 clays. So I will be teaching you on the white earthenware, which is my media, which is what I use in my studio for my product, and it's what I specialize on. And then Nixitole, which is one of your art facilitator as well, will be focusing on raku clay and also in terracotta clay. So yeah, so I'm just going to break down all the activities that will be happening in this week in terms of techniques. So our first week, day 1, will be focusing on introduction to techniques. We'll be focusing on coiling and slapping, and also we'll give you an overview of clay types and also the sign stability for each techniques. We're also gonna do an overview on research and inspiration based on 4 categories. The first one will be corporate gift, e.g. it will be salt and pepper, shaker designs. The second one will be fashion accessories, which will be a necklace or a jewel box. And then the third one will be home accessories, which will be like e.g. lampshade. And then the fourth one will be tableware, e.g. it could be a tea set, it could be a fruit bowl, it could be a pot or vase, or any flower vase made out of ceramic. So yeah, on day 2 it will be techniques continuation, focusing on drawing, giving more insight into techniques based on drawing, and then we'll do demonstrations on that, which will be drawing and also it could be a decoration such as sculpting or paintings. And then on day 3, it's also going to be continuity of techniques. We'll be focusing on mold making, customized mold making demonstration, insight into the value of mold, and making slip casting, production of products in any of the 4 categories that we have discussed from above. Day 4 and 5, continuing with the surface decoration on greenware, And as for that part, I'll be your facilitator, as I'm the one who's specializing on a greenware, which is white earthenware. So I'll give you more insight on that. So we'll be doing various techniques, also focusing on leatherware surface techniques, which it could be sculpting, embossing, scaffolding, burnishing, etc., and bisque firing. Yeah, and then on the day 6, we continue with the surface decorating on bisque. We'll be giving you an insight in various techniques as well, which include underglazes, cold wax, scaffolding, and painting. Hi everyone, my name is Alex, and I'm going to be your teacher today. So our first lesson today will be based on sculpting. I'll be teaching you how to sculpt a lion cubs. So we'll be focusing on shaping, detailing, and how to make eyes, mouth, and legs. So our pieces today will be on action. So there will be 2 cubs playing on the ground. So yeah, so I just need you guys to try and pay more attention. I'll also try my best to capture as much detail as I can, so that you guys can understand the process. So yeah, what I need you to do, I just need you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy the process, and try and pay more attention as much as you can, because it's a really fun process to see, and also to practice doing this process. So yeah, I'm going to do 2 lion cubs on action. So please just sit down and enjoy the process. Yeah. Okay guys, as we busy shaping the animal, as I was saying that when Ganyiso is done shaping the animal, he will have to take it outside to pass it to the sun a little bit for some few minutes, so that it will be semi-dry. When it's semi-dry, it allows you to shape nicely and put more details on whatever part of the animal you were shaping. So like this one is busy now working out the face. That is gonna be his main focus for now, getting the face right, the emotion of the animal, and the first impression. As you can see, this one is the mouth is open, which means it's more round with another one. So what he will do now, he will create the eyes. After he created the eyes, sorry, as you can see, there is already to make a little hole for an eye. He's now making the eyeball. As you can see, he's now sticking them in, but that one seems to be a bit smaller. I'm sure he has to change it. Yeah, of course. Edit. Okay, here we go. The eyes is in now. You need to lock the eyeball inside the hole, as you can see, so that it will look exactly like the eye. Putting more detail. Remember, you had to put eyes while the sculptor is wet, so that you'll be able to open the holes drop those eyeballs and then try to squeeze them in by closing them, closing the hole. As you can see, there is making the impression, the eyelashes. You see there, the eyes is done. Now he's more into he's now shaping the legs after the eyes are done. So the body is done. We're now in shaping the hands and legs of the lion, the cup. As you can see there, guys, everything is done separately, and then later on you will put it together. He's now shaping the legs of the lion. As you can see the background there, there's an inspiration for him to copy, to make sure that he's getting them right. Remember, the lion has a big feet, so he's now measuring everything. That does it fit? Of course it does. Now he's gonna shape another one, because we need to come up with 4 legs. And then when he's done shaping them, while he's waiting, the other 2 bodies that he's been shaping before are now drying up a little bit, so that it will be semi-dry, you know, and then you will stick the legs together. So he's making the second leg. Please, guys, pay more attention on this process, because you know, when you work with clay, legs are so difficult to make, because everything, remember, it's wet, so it's wobbling. So you need to have some sort of techniques of how to prevent that wobbling when the clay is wet. So you simply just shape everything. You pass it to the sun just for a few seconds. It doesn't have to be dry, it needs to be semi-dry, and so that it will remain soft for you to be able to stick them to the body. So you put them there to dry them up a bit while you're busy with another one. Yeah, busy shaping that one. So remember, guys, every time when you're making a sculpture of an animal, you need to measure everything and make sure that the sizes are the same. Both legs, they matches in terms of sizes, and they also match the size of the animal. As you can see here, we are making a cup. So the cup has thick legs, you know, because it's young and it's still fragile, so the legs has to be big in order to support it. Yeah, so he's done with the front legs. He's now doing the hind legs, as you can see. Make sure you're getting it right. So remember, guys, today it's all about watching the demonstration, seeing all the process, and then on the next day you guys will have to start your own sculpting as well. Create whatever you want to create, either an animal, either flies, either birds, you know, whatever sort of animal you like to create. Some may create flowers. Everything that is done on clay, you start with the same process, shaping everything. After shaping it, let it dry a little bit, and come back detailing it, and then stick it together. Everything, because the clay is a very difficult media to work with, because remember, it is too soft, and so sometimes when you shape something and then you try to rush it while it's work, it doesn't come out the way you want it, because the moment you touch other details, it disappears, it fades away because it's wet. So you need to let it dry a bit, so that you'll be able to create whatever impression you want, whatever shape, whatever detail you want. So now this is the third leg that he's doing for the first cup. So when he's done with these first legs, he will stick the first cup, you know, stick all the legs, and keep it into the action that you want it to be, and then check the second one and do the same thing as well. So this is how you shape everything, guys, and this is how you do all your pieces for that specific animal that you want to do. So now when he's done with this, he will stick all the legs and give it more shape on the animal. So that's how it works. So now we're going to move to the next process of sticking them. As you can see now, all legs are done. Is now shaping them. First you have to stretch the surface where you will stick your leg, putting more water so that it will be able to stick, and then you push it in. Remember, when you're sticking a leg, you had to wrap it in with the tool, just like when you were doing on the ears, so that it will stick permanently. Sometimes you had to add more clay on it. Sometimes if it's a bigger piece, you add a slip casting. Slip casting, you just took clay and add more water so that it will be more of a liquid. It will become like a porridge, and then you use that liquid to stick the legs. You just scratch the surface, dip a stick on that liquid, rub it in as if you are patting the bread, and then stick your leg, and then it will stay there permanently. As you can see here, our two legs are now sticked on the animal. So it's now just rubbing the details and other rough edges so that it will be fine and smooth and more harder in terms of knot, so that it won't be like unstick again. So now he's scratching the hind leg, sticking it again. Remember the action, you mustn't forget about the action, how your animal will look. Your legs and feet has to stay the same action that you want to portray on a piece. So each leg will look different from other one depending on action. Like this one, this one that is busy with, it's a cup lying down, so which means the following one will be more on top of this one. As you can see, it's almost there, smoothing the edges. So you can see now it's starting to show that it's an animal. You know, it's the cup that is lying down. You can even tell by the look. It's almost there. So remember, guys, every time when you start a piece, you need to have a theme. You must know what you want to portray on that piece. It's either it's a fight, or it's a game, whether they are playing. So each animal must have an action based on the theme that you are creating. So when you start an animal, you know exactly what message are you sending and what theme you want to portray with that specific sculpture that you will be working on. So it's all about action. So we're now doing the second cup. So this second cup will be done exactly the same as the other one in terms of process. As you can see, you rub the surface, you scratch the surface, stick the leg in nicely, smoothen the edges, add a little bit of clay, and then Also do the same to the other one. Scratch, stick it, and smoothen the clay. When you work with clay, you must always have water next to you. As you can see, this one is just on top of the other one. So when you're working with clay, you must always have water, because water is a main substance of smoothing your piece, allowing you to do whatever you want to do, however you want to shape it. Water will be there to guide you, to smoothen everything and make it easy to slide on your hands, on your fingers, because remember, clay is a sticky media. So if your hands are now dry, it won't give you as much detail as you want, because it will keep on sticking in your fingers. So in order to keep it away from sticking on your fingers, you always need water around you. So while as you work, you dip your hands a little bit so that it will be wet, and then you work out your clay. So in that way, the clay won't stay on your hand. So we're about to finish our cup. So that's it for today, folks. You've seen how we do our animals, and yeah, I'll show you the end product. Hi everyone, welcome to the surface decoration. Today we'll be doing the home accessories, which is a jewel box. As you can see, I'll be showing you guys the demonstration of how to start a design. As you can see right now, first you have to choose your colors, what type of colors you're gonna work with, and then you arrange them as they are, and then you start putting one colors under your piece, depending on what type of design you want to portray on that specific surface. So here you can see he's doing this is her third color, which is golden yellow. You'll see the surface when all colors are put together. Right now it's just doing a layout of the background, and we call these first colors on a piece. So you can see the way he apply it, because he want to give the impression of the sponging. You can see by the way he does the brush. So what's important in paintings, you need to choose your variety of colors that you want to work with. As you can see here, we got a variety of palettes in front of Milo. Milo is the one who's doing the demonstration there. So he got everything he needs, got his water, his paint brushes, and sponging. So after the first colors, you measure your pattern, how it's gonna look, and then you start drawing the pattern with a pencil. As you can see, she's busy doing the design there. If you can see there, you can see there is a small round in the middle, and then some few sort of like sunrises on her piece. So he'll be doing the second color, which is now laying down the pattern of the design that he wants to portray on that jewel box. So slowly he will have to do the pattern right round of the piece, and then after that he will start painting. So as you can see now, she's done with laying the pattern on the first colors. So it's now separating the design so that you can see the repeat of each design, because remember, designs are different. Some they go as a repeat, some they look like stencils, some they look like scaffolding, basically where you scratch everything. You put the first colors and then you just scratch it with the tool that she's using it. We call that tool a scaffold. So that technique is scaffolding. So she's now putting the pattern. As you can see, the black the colors that is putting now, which is the second color. She already has black on the piece. So yeah, as you can see, he got variety of colors and paint brushes as well. He works with blue, he works with golden yellow, then she got white, and then she got black. So basically it's about 4 colors that she's focusing on to create her pattern, as you can see. So guys, bear in mind, while you creating your pattern, remember you must have a clear idea on your mind on how you want to portray your pattern. So normally what I do, I just sketch everything first, and then after I apply the choice of paints that I've chosen for that specific design. But on this at this demonstration, Milo is she start by laying his first colors first by putting them together, and then after she decide what kind of a pattern that she wanna put on top of those colors. So it's a very simple pattern, but when you look like closely, it looks very complicated, but it's not. It's just the way she makes those detail. So basically it's just on this pattern, it's just black and a scaffold. That's all she has, and then the pattern will come out. So after underlying those black lines, she just took a scaffold and scratched out the paint to make those tiny line on each stripes there. As you can see there, it's just a line, black line, and I will do those lines repeat all around the pieces until the pattern is out. So please watch carefully. I know most of the artists, they don't like to watch videos, they prefer to do practicals, but at this stage we are trying to speed up the process as much as we can, because when we do practical, it normally takes long and we end up not getting to this stage of painting our pieces. So we're trying to pack everything together in order for you guys to have a bit of knowledge of how everything is done. Remember, we started with the sculpting, and now we on bisque decoration, which is a surface decoration. As you can see, there's doing hair rounds, and then here we go, comes with a scaffold, creating those lines. Nice and easy. In order for you guys to have a clear pattern, you just need to be very patient with paintings, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience in order to keep the quality that you want and the exact pattern that you need. So as you can see, the piece is about to finish now. The pattern is almost all round. So the next step will be the lid. She'll be doing the lid. You see, it's nice and easy. You can see now the black and the background, it's now communicating. You can see what she was trying to portray by her first colors, you know, to make the piece rich and representable with different colors, and also to be eye-catching, because remember, the aim of art is to to make sure that when people look at your piece, they find that something unique about it and something that is very catchy, you know, in terms of the color and the way you portray it. It has to attract the eye all the time. So you can see the way he dipped his colors, her colors. And also, guys, remember the way of handling the brushes. It also give you a nice details and steady details. So now she's done. She's putting the last details on a piece. We call this French dimension. It's available in all ceramic art shops. It's like a porridge that you just squeeze out of that bottle, creating those nice dots. It's a 3D painting. They call it 3D painting. And that's it. Our piece is done. Our pattern has come out so perfectly. So that's how we do everything, guys. Just try and practice. Do your best. Play with the colors. Feel free to move them around. Mix them however you want it. Create your own pattern. And don't be shy to try something new. It doesn't mean that your piece will look exactly as this one, because each and every artist has a taste on their pieces. So Milo's taste was this design. You will have your own taste as an artist, making your own pattern. We all have our own patterns that we like. So it's a matter of how do we lay them down on our pieces. So that's it, guys. Surface decoration on bisque with underglaze painting. Secret is you select a few paints, best ones, the one you love the most, and then you try and mix them together and create that specific patterns. And don't be shy to Google some other pattern just to have a reference, have an idea of what you want to portray on a piece, understand how the pattern works and how the pattern communicate. Remember, it's all about balance. The piece has to balance in terms of perspective, has to communicate together, and it also has to be eye-catching. Those are the quality of an artwork, good artworks. So yeah, thanks. That's it for the day.